Tell me the stories of Jesus. I love to hear things I would ask him to tell me if he were here. Welcome to Guitarlele Grandpa. I'm Jim Hinkle, bringing you a channel that celebrates Jesus in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs. Let's see what today's video has in store. Well, today I have a string review and comparison. You may have noticed the two versions of me in the theme song. There's the bearded me and the unbearded me. Well, the bearded me is playing with new strings, folk, nylon, guitar strings on my guitarlele. Yes, indeed, because I had a broken string and I hadn't changed the string since I bought the instrument. I chose these strings based on an online review I read, and because I was having difficulty even finding a curated set of strings by Kanile'a, since this is Islander, is the budget line from Kanile'a. Islander does offer a curated set of strings. They're expensive, $20 a pop at least, and they're hard to find. They're hard to come by. So what are you going to do? Again, I read this review, said try using D'Addario folk nylon guitar strings instead. Okay, let's try that. Number one, they're easy to find, and number two, they're half the price. Half the price, $10. So about a month ago, I did restring using these D'Addario strings, and I've given them time to, quote, settle, and now it's time to think about whether I made a good choice or not. Well, when I first bought this instrument, I did a review. You can look that up here on my channel. Part of that review was a little strumming, a little finger picking, not very proficient, but finger picking. And what I've done is taken sections from that review and put them side by side with similar sections using these D'Addario strings, so you and I can hear if there's a difference and what the difference might be between the strings. So here's my review and comparison of the D'Addario nylon folk guitar strings and the Kanile'a curated strings for guitarlele. Let's check it out. How does it sound? How does it sound? Tell me the stories of Jesus, I love to hear. Tell me the stories of Jesus, I love to hear. Things I would ask him to tell me if he were here. Things I would ask him to tell me if he were here. Tell me the stories of Jesus, I love to hear. Things I would ask him to tell me if he were here. Tell me the stories of Jesus, I love to hear. Things I would ask him to tell me if he were here. So, what's your take? What have you heard? Did I make a good choice in restringing my guitarlele with these Guitarlele folk nylon guitar strings, as opposed to using the more expensive strings offered by Kanile'a as a curated in the sense that Kanile'a does not make ukulele strings or guitarlele strings or guitar strings. They make the instruments. And out of all the strings available, they curate a set specific for their guitarleles, whether they're Islander or Kanile'a as the brand name. Same company. Oh. What did you like? Personally, I'm satisfied with my choice of restringing with the Guitarlele folk nylon guitar strings. To my ear, I find these strings to be, well, more bold. They're just more bold than the Kanile'a strings. However, those, I think, are more mellow. So what do you want? A little more boldness from the string or a little more mellowness from the string? What do you want? I use my guitarlele to sing with and for others, and a little more boldness doesn't hurt to be heard over my loud voice. So I'm satisfied. I like the Guitarlele folk nylon guitar strings for my guitarlele, and I would recommend them if your ear agrees with mine. It's up to you. It's your instrument. If you like what you heard, hit like and subscribe to the channel. Guitarlele Grandpa. I'll see you in the next video.